Are you trying to decide between the new Apple Watch Series 9 versus last year's Series 8? With the Series 9's enticing new features, it can be tough to choose which one is right for you. Now that Apple has announced the Apple Watch Series 9 at their recent event, we can clearly compare it side by side with the Series 8. While the Series 8 remains an excellent smartwatch, the Series 9 packs some nice upgrades that just might make it our new top pick. Based on what Apple revealed, the Series 9 has key updates to the processor, health tracking, and more. Let's break down how they stack up against each other to help you decide. Apple Watch 9 or 8. When it comes to cost, the Apple Watch Series 9 and Series 8 are neck and neck. Apple has kept Apple Watch pricing consistent over the past few years, with the Series 8 launching at the same $399 starting price as the Series 7. Specifically, that $399 will get you the 41mm aluminum model with GPS connectivity. You'll pay more for the larger 45mm size, or if you want to add cellular connectivity. The good news is that Apple is sticking with the same pricing structure for the Series 9. Once again, the 41mm aluminum model with GPS starts at $399. To add cellular, it bumps up to $499. And if you want the larger 45mm size, you'll be looking at a starting price of $429, or $529 if you want LTE too. Across the board, the Series 9 matches the Series 8 price for price. For most folks, the Series 9's upgrades like the new temperature sensor and car crash detection safety features make it well worth the cost. But if budget is a concern, last year's Series 8 gives you nearly the same smartwatch experience for less when deals pop up. Either way, you can't go wrong with Apple's leading wearable. Visually, the Apple Watch Series 9 looks nearly identical to the previous Series 8 model. Once again, you'll have your choice between the 41mm or 45mm aluminum case sizes to fit different wrist sizes. The overall shape and style remains the same familiar rounded square design, with a digital crown and side button. Both versions are offered in aluminum and stainless steel models in a variety of color finishes. The one new design accent is an eye-catching pink aluminum case option that perfectly matches the new pink iPhone 15. Beyond the fresh pink colorway, there aren't many obvious visual differences between the Series 8 and new Series 9 models. Apple hasn't implemented any major hardware design changes that make the Series 9 distinctly unique. This means customizing the look and feel of your Series 9 comes down to swapping out Apple Watch bands rather than hardware tweaks. The key takeaway is that the Series 9 retains the same versatile, customizable design Apple Watch fans have come to know. Unless the pink aluminum case is appealing, there aren't big aesthetic variances between the two models. For now, Apple is focused on refining the watch's health and safety capabilities within the tried-and-true design. Those longing for a dramatic reimagining may need to hold tight a bit longer as Apple sticks to iterative changes. When it comes to features and capabilities, the Apple Watch Series 9 builds upon the Series 8 with some meaningful upgrades, though no huge design overhaul. The most noticeable enhancement is the Series 9's brighter always-on display, now reaching up to 2000 nits max brightness. That's a sizable jump up from the Series 8's 1000 nits, making the Series 9 significantly easier to view in bright sunlight. Under the hood, the new S9 processor and U2 ultra-wideband chip bring some clever new functionality. Thanks to the S9 chip, you can now double tap your index finger and thumb together to activate certain features without touching the screen. This finger tap control allows you to answer calls, end calls, launch widgets, and more. Very handy when your other hand is occupied. The U2 chip also enables enhanced directional experiences. Your watch can now guide you to locating your iPhone down to the exact foot, instead of just the general vicinity. The U2 chip also powers new proximity interactions between Apple Watch and HomePod. Walking up to a HomePod will automatically surface music controls on your watch screen. Health and safety sensors remain mostly unchanged between the Series 8 and 9, with a couple exceptions. The Series 9 adds a new temperature sensor to enable enhanced cycle tracking and retrospective ovulation estimates. The Series 8 previously introduced crash detection, fall detection, and an on-wrist skin temperature sensor. Early rumors pointed to breakthroughs like blood glucose monitoring and blood pressure measurement arriving in the Series 9, but these complex health features are likely still a few years away from being ready for prime time. Beyond the hardware improvements, the watchOS 10 software update also brings meaningful enhancements to the Apple Watch experience. The redesigned widget-focused home screen, new watch faces, updated workout types, refreshed apps, and more make watchOS 10 a substantive upgrade. While not radically different from its predecessor, the Apple Watch Series 9 introduces just enough enhancements across display, speed, controls, and health sensing to keep Apple's smartwatch line meaningfully evolving year over year. For those coming from an older Apple Watch, the Series 9 offers plenty of compelling reasons to upgrade. Battery life remains unchanged between the Series 9 and previous Series 8 models. Both watches continue to offer up to 18 hours of juice with normal usage. This assumes you have features like always-on display, sleep tracking, and regular fitness tracking enabled throughout the day. While 18 hours is decent, that may not get some users through a full day plus sleeping overnight. The good news is that Apple has preserved the enhanced low-power mode introduced on Series 8. Toggling this on disables more battery-draining features to squeeze out extended usage. With low-power mode on, Apple claims the Series 9 can now last up to 36 hours on a single charge. So in daily real-world usage, most users should be able to comfortably get through a full day and night before needing to charge. But multi-day battery life isn't happening yet. The Series 9 doesn't push battery life significantly forward compared to the Series 8. The up to 18 or 36-hour estimates remain the same as before. However, we expect these figures still err on the conservative side in Apple's favor. For many users, the Apple Watch should still have juice left in the tank at the end of the rated 18-hour mixed usage window, and low power mode can add plenty of extra cushion when needed. All in all, battery life is nearly equal between both models and remains an area with room for improvement down the road. When you stack up the Apple Watch Series 9 versus the Series 8, the upgrades may seem minor at first glance. But Apple established the smartwatch bar high years ago, so incremental improvements still go a long way. The Series 9's new tap gestures for controls, brighter always-on display, temperature sensing, and car crash detection all provide meaningful real-world benefit. For those with visibility or dexterity issues, the finger tap feature and 2000 nit screen should markedly improve usability. At the same time, Apple faces increasing competition in the smartwatch space as rivals like Samsung continue upgrading their own watches. So Apple can't rest on its laurels yet if it wants to maintain dominance. But for now, the Apple Watch Series 9 does just enough to carry the torch forward as our top smartwatch recommendation. It retains everything we love about the Series 8 while moving the needle forward in key areas. The enhancements may not spur upgrades from Series 8 users, but make a more compelling case for Series 6 and earlier owners to jump to the Series 9. Looking ahead, we expect more radical changes like blood glucose monitoring and better battery life to land in a year or two. Until then, the Apple Watch Series 9 offers a solid refresh building upon the Series 8's strong foundation. For new smartwatch buyers or upgraders with older models, the Series 9 is the most complete Apple Watch package yet.